Ready. Reliance placed by learned counsel for the respondent in Swaraj Singh Supra is misplaced. In that case, the landlord had filed an eviction suit described as title suit number 36 of 1973 to evict the tenant. The trial court held that the relationship of landlord and tenant had not been proved, and since the tenant had raised the question of title, the proper course would be to dismiss the suit and not to convert it into a declaratory suit because the suit was neither for declaration of title nor had the plaintiff paid ad valorem court fee. The trial court dismissed the suit as there was no landlord and tenant relationship but upheld the plaintiff's claim of title. In the appeal, the First Appellate Court observed that by filing a suit for eviction and paying court fee on 12 months' alleged rent, the plaintiff had adopted a tricky way of getting the title decided. The plaintiff then filed a suit on title and the trial court decreed the suit. The First Appellate Court allowed the appeal and dismissed the suit. In the second appeal before the High Court, the question was whether the judgment and decree regarding title passed in the earlier suit shall operate as res judicata between the parties on the question of title. The High Court observed that pleas taken by both parties regarding title in both the title suits are the same and answered the question in affirmative. This court endorsed the High Court's view and held that the issue of title was directly and substantially an issue between the parties in the earlier eviction suit. Hence, the High Court was right in holding that the finding of title recorded in the earlier suit would operate as res judicata in the subsequent suit. This view was expressly restricted by this court to the facts before it. This court clarified that ordinarily it is true that in a suit for eviction, even if the court goes into the question of title, it examines the issue in an ancillary manner, and in such cases, any observation or finding on the question of title would certainly not be binding in any subsequent suit on the dispute of title. This court further clarified that the case with which it was dealing fell in an exceptional category of very limited number of cases. Thus, in our opinion, no parallel can be drawn from Swaraj Singh Para. In view of the above, we are of the opinion that the High Court was wrong in setting aside the concurrent finding of fact recorded by the courts below that the respondent had denied the title of the appellant. We are of the view that the present case is covered by section 12 within bracket 1 within bracket small c of the MP Act. Stop. It is therefore necessary to restore the decree of eviction. In these circumstances, we allow the appeal. The impugned judgment of the High Court is set aside and eviction decree passed by the trial court and confirmed by the First Appellate Court under section 12 within bracket 1 within bracket small c of the MP Act is restored. Stop.